Hey guys, you're watching my real life vlogs. All right, let's get this vlog started. So first of all, okay, my feet are cold. But no, for real. Ann was in here doing her letters and numbers all by herself. She was doing such a good job. And then she kicked them all off, so they're everywhere. Anywho, I'm excited today. It's the weekend. I'm about to get my weekend started. I'm gonna be doing some projects in the house this weekend, you guys. I am really excited about some orders that I made for some decor items, I guess you could say. After kind of refreshing my patio, I have a new take on some of the plants that are in my house at this moment. So I've been doing some plant activities and moving some things around and just kind of really, I guess, spring cleaning, spring refreshing my decor. So I'm excited to get started on some projects. It's so funny, you guys. Let me show you what I ordered from Wayfair. These packages here, girl, this is what I ordered. I got a console table that was on sale, girl. I'm so excited about the price I paid for that. These two items I'm actually going to put in my hallway upstairs. I have that empty hallway with nothing going on, so I'm going to create a little console table moment there. So I'm going to be assembling these things today. I assume that they're going to be really easy to assemble based on the reviews and stuff, so I'm happy about that. This vlog was filmed over 2 weeks ago. After I filmed it, I took some time away from YouTube to focus on staying informed about the senseless and evil slaying of George Floyd, but also Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and sadly so many others before it. Naturally, I've been immersing myself in the Floyd case and frankly overdosing on CNN. This was the first time I've ever cried watching a funeral on TV. I just felt like this could have been one of my uncles. I decided I needed a mental break from social media to tend to the needs of my husband and my daughter, who have needed me during this time so much more than usual, you guys. With the mandatory overtime shifts and protests, it's been just overwhelming for my household. Through the stress, I've been consuming, discussing, and sharing so much news and information about the Black Lives Matter movement, racial injustices in America, police brutality, systemic racism, but mostly through group texts with my family and with the people closest to me, as I'm sure so many of you have been doing too. I've never really used YouTube to speak about political issues affecting myself and other Black people. And the reason for that is that I don't feel I have the answers, and sometimes I don't even have the words to even begin. Seeing so many horrible things happening to innocent Black people and seeing so much pain can make you feel powerless and render you paralyzed during important moments. Even though all expressions are valid during times like these, in the past I've honestly personally felt like a panderer if I didn't have something to offer besides saying what everyone else was already saying. This fear of choosing the wrong words or being misunderstood, or even having my platform, comment section being used by opportunists who just want to argue or spew hate. And I've had to even ask myself, is a beauty and lifestyle YouTube channel even the appropriate place to be inserting, serious, sensitive political matters? And this subject matter absolutely deserves better in terms of eloquence and strong leadership towards actionable change. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen my IG story posts, but for those of you who haven't, I'll try to put links to everything that is still relevant in the description box below. I'm just trying to contribute what I know how to do, and that's understanding the world we live in through research and self-educating. Because I feel that once we do that, we can each individually discover what those strengths are that we each possess, which will inspire the change that we so desperately need right now. And before we jump back into the vlog, I wanted to address that I know a lot of you have expressed interest in learning more about my husband's views, and we hear you. I'll say this: no one hates a corrupt cop, a racist cop, more than Anthony. He's extremely invested in compassionate policing and being a model officer every time you step out in that badge. In his career, he's worked in specialty units, which focus on use of force with officers. So he and his team are just as outraged as everyone else about how our brothers and sisters are being treated on the streets. I just wanted to say that our hearts go out to the families and communities affected by racism. And to be clear, my household stands with Black Lives Matter and other causes that are exposing and dismantling racial inequalities in America. Now we can go ahead and get into the vlog. I know a lot of you guys are wanting to see regular content being posted. Some of you guys are trying to find that balance between staying connected and up to date update on everything that's going on, but also kind of wanting to feel a little bit normal. So I know that you guys have been wanting to see the content, but I just needed to take this moment to address some of these things. So I appreciate you guys listening. Now let's get on with the vlog. All right, first things first, let's get this stuff out of the boxes. I'm really excited, you guys, because at first glance, this is exactly what I was looking for. You know how it is when you order stuff for your house online, you are not really sure what you're getting until you get it. So I'm really excited about the quality. It's exactly what I would expect for the price. So I'm just taking a look at the care guide. The reason I chose this mirror over the 100 other circle mirror options that they had was because this one came with its own leveled sort of bracket to attach it to the wall. I have my level and everything so that I can make sure that the brackets are even. I don't want anything off or whatever. I have my tape measure to make sure that I measure exactly the center of the wall where I want it. But I'm feeling like first I'm going to get the table assembled so I can get that in place. Once the table is in place and I have it exactly where I want it in terms of centering it on this wall, I'll be able to know exactly where I want the mirror. So I'm gonna do that first. All right, we're done. Did I just create a selfie moment for myself? Is that what I did here? Okay, let's talk about it. So this is what the hallway is looking like now, you guys. I absolutely love it. I fake staged it just so you guys can kind of get a gist, but this is not the stuff I'm putting on this table. You guys, I really love it, honestly, and this was so easy. That mounting that mirror was the easiest thing I've ever done. and I also learned some stuff from that. And this table assembly was super mad easy as well. So for $200 for both of these items, I would say it was worth it. Very easy to do. a nice look for my hallway. Just a very simple, quick, easy solution. So I like it. I'll put the links below if you guys are interested in these items. But yeah, for up here, I just wanted something right here, right? When we were doing our house searching, we were seeing a lot of 2-story houses, and they had like this kind of hallway thing on the second floor, this kind of landing. And everyone had like some kind of console table, but I was so afraid to tackle it because I didn't know where to start. Plus I was worried that whatever we got would take away from the walking space here. But as you can see, there's plenty. I wanted to make sure that whatever I purchased had a very small sort of depth to it. And this thing I think is 9 inches. So they have gray and taupe in this design. So we went with the gray one, and it looks blackish brown to me, but they call it gray. And the mirror, you guys, so nice. This is the 30 inch by 30 inch. And it's everything you would, you know, want in a typical mirror, nothing special. But just to note, this border is made out of some kind of rubbery material, so it does attract lint and particles and things. So you're gonna have to wipe that off a lot. I see that I'm going to, and I actually didn't clean it yet. I just wiped it with a dry towel, but I'm gonna have to clean it with a damp towel. Same thing with the actual mirror. It hasn't been wiped down yet, but just straight out of the box and set up, not bad. I really love that bracket that came with this mirror, you guys. It has it fitting flush to the wall. And with that bracket, there's no wobbling when you go to clean this thing. The only issue I have with the console table, you guys, is that our floors up here are not extremely level. My dad told me that's nothing to worry about because most floors are not 100% level. So because of that, this thing was rocking a good bit. So all I did was go and grab, what do you guys call these? I don't even know, but it has a sticky side and it's like a little rubbery situation. I just slid that under there so that this thing could be more level, and it actually worked 100%. So this is how off it was. This just to show you guys, look how far, that's like 1/4 of an inch off the floor. So that's a pretty substantial amount of wobbling. So I fixed that. So I really like how it turned out. I like the mood that it's setting in here. I'm still debating if I will want to put a lamp on the console table. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm gonna play around with some more accessories that I already have, and that will help inform my choices once I get to a store. I also love that the mirror reflects light that's coming in from outside, so it actually brightens this whole area up a lot more. It also provides a nice little effect because you can see the chandelier in the reflection. You can also see these lights that hang here in the reflection, just depending on what angle you catch the mirror. And that's a really nice effect, so I love that. More updates. Like I said, I filmed this stuff, you know, a couple weeks ago, so I ended up finishing that space and started on another. If you want to see the final looks of everything, definitely keep on watching because I am sharing that. But these areas here, this one downstairs and the one upstairs, I knew I wanted one to have a bench and one to have a console table with a circle mirror, but they both could not have the same thing, so I chose this area for the bench. This is actually a bench that was in our closet, in the master closet, and before that it was a part of our bedroom suite, so we've been repurposing this thing for some years now. This adjustable plant stand I got from Home Depot, as well as the planter and the plant. And the pillows that I'm going to be putting on the bench, I think I ordered those from Amazon some time ago. So a lot of this stuff has just been kind of repurposed and moved about the house. And I am actually not done with this area. I have a few more ideas. I definitely want to add some art right above the bench. And I'm working on some DIY stuff in that area, so I will definitely be sharing it once I'm done. But I think this turns out nice. The bench actually really complements the staircase and the front door. Now to finish the console table. So I went to the dollar store and got a bunch of new fiction books. I also went to At Home and got a bunch of decor, and I'm just going to test this stuff out. I wasn't expecting any of it to work. I was optimistic, but I had no idea until I actually staged it in this space. So we're starting with this vase that I got from At Home. I think this thing was like $12. That's kind of my main starting point, and everything else I'm just going to decorate around that for balance. And I love these little fake twig things that I also got from At Home. They were cheap, as you guys saw. And with these, I'm just putting them in one by one, because if I were to just plop that whole little bunch in there, it would have been really tight and it would have looked kind of funny. So putting them in kind of 3 or 4 at a time allows me to have more control over the positioning of each one. Also helps me like spread it out and get a nice balance out of it. So it took some time, but I think it was totally worth it, because otherwise it would have looked kind of weird. I had originally wanted to put a green plant here, but once I considered the green plant on the first floor down by the foyer, it just seemed like a little too much green. Candles were a must, so I got these candle holders also from At Home, and I like that they're black and really simple, so I'm just popping those right next to it. For some reason, I really liked this little box. It's not much to it, but I like the texture and the colors. It looks really natural. It looks like something that you could have made yourself, so I'm definitely going to incorporate this somehow. And this little bowl, it kind of reminds me of birchwood material. It's very like hollow, and I like the color. It looks natural, so I'm definitely going to incorporate this somehow. And then I found this little vase, which I thought would be nice. I like the color of it. And you know, I was going through the books to see which ones would complement the color scheme that I have going on in my hallway the most. So I was just kind of going through and finding the ones that I felt would be the best. And I was really struggling, you guys, with like positioning all this stuff. Like I had realized and convinced myself that I loved everything that I got. Like I was definitely keeping all of this, but where to put it was a struggle for me. So I was texting my sister and asking her like, how should I position the books and all that. So she helped me figure out exactly the way to go. Once I had that, you guys, my confidence level went through the roof, and I'm like, let me accessorize a little bit more. So I added some little green moss balls. You guys, I love these. And then I went to Menards the next day and got a couple more items to accessorize. I got this nice runner with this little basket. And the deal with this is that I felt like the basket with the blanket inside of it just kind of made it look so much more homey, especially leading into our bedroom. And then the rug was just a really good color and texture, and it really helped to make this space feel like really cozy. And Anne really likes it too because she can run on it and it gives her that grip underneath her feet. And to me, it just brought this whole little area together, just having that nice rug right out front. Now I can officially say I am done with this hallway console table area. I'm so excited about it, you guys. I really like the way it came out. You all have to comment below and let me know what you think of my color choices and textures and all that. It's a nice little leadway even into the linen closet, which I have a video for as well. If you guys haven't seen that one, definitely click the link below. But overall, let me know what you guys think. Headed on downstairs to the family room. You guys, while I was at home, I picked up this super cute book and it really inspired me to go ahead and get my bookshelves squared away. So I'm using a lot of those books that I got from the dollar store. You guys, the dollar store and the Goodwill are great places to get really good quality like hardback cover type books, especially if you're trying to build your collection without spending a fortune. A lot of the ones that we own are like paperbacks or just really weird looking, nasty looking books. So I wanted to get some fresh new ones, plus it will give me a reason to read a little bit more fiction because normally I read just for information. So this was a great way to kind of kick off that initiative for myself. So anywho, we're done for today. Let me know what you guys think and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.